it still gains. Meanwhile, my opinion on art is something that culture and society couldn't have survived without, much less thrive the way we have done for so many years. Like, every single thing has been rooted in art. And as I said, art is something that is inherently human. It is the blessing of conscious creativity that us as humans have been blessed with, and it is unique to us. Understanding the cultural significance of art. Here I will give a few examples. Like, art is something that makes us truly human. Like I said in my last point, the blessing of conscious creativity is something unique to our lives, and creating art has always been the purest form of expressing it. It has always been present in our society, from cave paintings depicting hunting, and also like the fairy tales that you would tell the kids, and also the traditional songs and dances that have always been present towards our society. This is a quote from Pablo Picasso. Art washes away the soul from the dust of everyday life. The quote from Pablo Picasso has shown because art is something that can be used for escapism. Especially, artists have used art as something to escape from the daily life. Like, Pablo Picasso used art as a medium for escapism during very hard times in his life that I will explain to you later. The role of art in forming cultural identity. One of the examples of art that has been used to uphold someone's culture, a culture of a whole group of people, is hula, a dance that's been used in Hawaiian culture for hundreds of years. This dance was used as one of the only ways to pass down stories from generation to generation, because for hundreds of years, the people of Hawaii did not have a writing system, and hula was the only way for them to communicate with their ancestors that was passed down through learning and learning and learning. This is a quote from Kamumika Kamalaha. He is a cultural expert of Hawaii. He says, "My family members were dancing in caves and sugarcane fields. They were holding practice late at night when nobody was around. It was important to continue teaching these old dances because, like I said, this dance is one of the pillars of Hawaiian culture, the greatest one. Because, like I said, this was the only way for Hawaiian people to pass down their stories from generation to generation. This dance started because, in Hawaiian mythology, it was passed down from the goddess of lava, Pele, to the Hawaiian people. It was the gift from their god. So that leads me to my next point: the intersection with religion and spirituality. Art is something that has been rooted in so much religion, because religion is one of the purest ways human society has expressed themselves with. It was been the main motivation to create art. Tomb art, one of the most fascinating parts of ancient Egyptian culture, tomb art was considered the point of contact between the land of the living and the land of the dead. Egyptian tombs were like secret art galleries that were never meant to be viewed. Instead, these amazing examples of artistic craftsmanship spoke only to an elite group of visitors, to their gods. This right here is the tomb of Tutankhamun. He was a pharaoh in Egyptian mythology, and this painting that was carved inside of his tomb depicted himself and also his mother. Onto the architectural example, Cologne Cathedral in Germany. It is Germany's most viewed landmark, having almost millions and millions of visitors every single year. It is a monument of German Catholicism. This building itself is a Gothic-style imitation of French architecture. It took a surprising amount of time to build it itself, because it took almost 600 years to finish this, I will be giving examples of the most famous paintings in history, starting off with Starry Night. Created in 1989 by Dutch post-impressionist Vincent van Gogh, his work Starry Night has created a landmark in art history. He himself as a painter has always been revered and very imitated. This work of his has always been something that has been used to create aesthetics, even though this was painted from this was his view of the night sky outside of his asylum when he was stuck inside of it. He never got to see this painting done. And second, this leads me back to the quote from Pablo Picasso. Guernica from 1937, a potential anti-war testament. Guernica exampled how art could respond to political atrocities and remain a symbol of peace and resistance against slavery. Pablo Picasso is known to have used painting as an escape from his life in Germany because he was in the middle of everything when the war started. And the one and only Mona Lisa. The influence of the Mona Lisa on the Renaissance and later times have been enormous, revolutionizing contemporary portraits. The Mona Lisa is a pop culture icon. This is one of the most famous paintings in history because there has always been something that is intriguing about this painting due to its realism. It was painted somewhere in between 1903 to 1915 by Leonardo da Vinci. As to my conclusion, art is a fundamental aspect of human culture, serving as a bridge between societies, a medium for self-expression and a way to preserve history. It plays a vital role in shaping cultural identity, as seen in traditional practices like Hawaiian hula dancing and other traditional songs that many people have sung all through history. Art is also deeply intertwined with religion and spirituality, like I have already explained with the tomb arts and also the cathedral.